My friend, I sense you arrived here with a heavy heart and a restless mind. Perhaps the world's noise is too loud. Maybe voices of worry and fear are shouting inside you. They could be stealing your peace and joy. Does your mind never stop? Does it replay scenarios? Does it create futures that don't exist yet? Does it relive past hurts? I deeply understand this struggle, but I want you to know you're not alone. There is a divine invitation. It's a whisper of hope. It can silence all this chaos. It comes from an ancient song of trust, Psalm 46. It is summarized in a powerful command: be still. On this journey we'll take together. I want to guide you beyond mere silence. Often we seek outer silence. We turn off the noise, yet the storm continues inside us. What we will seek here is stillness. Silence is the absence of sound. Stillness is the presence of God. It is a state of soul. Even if the world outside falls apart, our inner self remains anchored. We stay safe and serene. Psalm 46 is not just a poem. It is a map to find this sacred place. It is a refuge for the anxious soul. It is a fortress for the frightened heart. Allow yourself, for a few moments, to let go of your worries. Enter this sanctuary. Find a comfortable position. Sit or lie down in a way that allows your body to relax. It doesn't have to be formal. It is just a gesture of surrender. It's a sign to your soul that you are giving yourself this gift of peace. Breathe deeply once. As you release your breath, also release the tension from your shoulders, face, and hands. Let's begin our meditation. We will read the first words of this powerful psalm. Together, we will build our refuge. Listen with your heart. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Feel the weight and truth of each of these words. God is not just an idea or a distant concept. He is a place, a refuge. Imagine a safe shelter. Picture a fortress with high, impenetrable walls. It is built atop a firm rock. When life's storms come with winds of uncertainty and rains of bad news, this is the place to which we can run. Anxiety makes us feel exposed. It makes us feel vulnerable. We feel adrift in a turbulent sea. But His word assures us that we have a shelter. He does not promise there will be no storms, but He assures us of a safe place to shelter during them. He is our fortress. And note the next promise: a very present help in trouble. God's help is not something we need to wait for or schedule. It is not miles away. It is very present. It is here now. It is here in this very moment as you breathe. It is in this exact place where anguish tries to make its home. His presence is more immediate than your next heartbeat. It is a reality we can access by faith. Anxiety lies to us. It tells us we are alone and helpless. But the divine truth is that help is closer than we imagine. It is always available. It is always attentive to our cry. With this image of security in our minds, let's do a small practical exercise. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Let's breathe together. Inhale deeply through your nose. As you inhale, visualize that you are breathing in the peace of God. Breathe in the security of this fortress. Feel this peace filling your lungs, your mind, and your heart. Now hold it for an instant. And as you slowly exhale through your mouth, visualize that you are releasing all anxiety, all fear, and all tension. Breathe out the what-ifs. Breathe out the but, hows. Breathe out the need to control. Do this one more time. Inhale the peace of God. Exhale anxiety and fear. The psalmist continues with a boldness born of confidence. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. Think of the worst catastrophes your anxious mind can conceive. The loss of a job, the end of a relationship, a frightening diagnosis. These are our earth giving way. They are our mountains falling. These are the structures of our lives that seem to tremble and crumble. The promise here is not that these things will not happen, but even if they do, we do not need to fear. Our security is not in the stability of circumstances, it is in the unchangeableness of God. Faith does not live in what if. That is the territory of anxiety. Faith lives in even if everything around me collapses. I will not fear. My refuge is not in things that can be shaken. My refuge is God. Your peace does not depend on the absence of problems. It depends on the presence of God. This is a radical shift in perspective. It takes the focus off the size of your problem. It places it on the size of your God. It is a declaration. No matter how violent the waves are, they cannot reach inside the fortress. Your soul is safe there. At the end of this verse, we find a curious word, Selah. Scholars believe this was a musical or liturgical instruction. Perhaps it indicated a pause, an instrumental interlude, or a moment for reflection. Let's honor this Selah now. Just a pause, a moment to let this truth settle into your spirit. God is your refuge. Even if the earth gives way, Selah, breathe. Let the echo of these words calm the turbulent waters within you. Silence is the language God uses to calm the soul. Now, the psalm presents us with a contrasting image. After describing the raging seas and shaking mountains, it says, "There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells." What a wonderful contrast. Outside, there is the chaos of the oceans. Inside, within the city of God, which is the place of His presence, flows a river of peace. This river is neither noisy nor violent. Its streams are gentle. They bring joy. This river, my friend, is the presence of the Holy Spirit flowing within you. This happens even when the external world is in turmoil. Anxiety focuses on the turbulent sea. Faith invites us to turn our attention to the river flowing within us. God is within her. She will not fall. God is not far away. He is not observing your problems from a safe distance. He is in the midst of you. He has made a home in your heart. Because He is there, at the center of your being, you will not be shaken in your essence. Circumstances may sway you, but they cannot destroy your foundation. God's presence is your stability. God will help her at break of day. The night of anxiety can be long and dark, but God's help and light always arrive. And once more, the psalmist reinforces the source of all this security. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress, Selah. The Lord Almighty, the commander of all heavenly forces, is on our side. The God of Jacob, the God who was faithful to a flawed and wandering man, transforming and blessing him, is our refuge. He is both almighty and deeply personal. He holds all the power of the universe in His hands, yet He bends down to be our safe shelter. Let's take another pause, Selah. Feel the security of this dual truth, power and presence. Now, let's transform all this knowledge into an even deeper experience. I want to invite you into a moment of prayer, a prayer of stillness. Don't worry about finding the right words. Just open your heart to receive. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes once more. Find that comfortable position. Allow my voice to guide you. Together, let's surrender our anxieties at the feet of the one who is our refuge. Relax your body and quiet your mind. Prepare to speak with your Creator. Let's begin. Breathe deeply and repeat in your heart, or in a whisper if you prefer, as I pray for you and with you. Lord my God, I come to you exactly as I am, with an agitated mind, with an anxious heart. I confess I have tried to carry the world's weight on my shoulders. I have tried to control the uncontrollable. I have tried to predict the unpredictable. I have tried to fix what is not in my hands. I am tired, Lord. I am exhausted by this struggle. In this moment, I choose to stop fighting. I renounce the need to understand everything. I renounce my need to have all the answers. I renounce my need to control every outcome. I surrender to you, Lord, my concerns about the future. I surrender to you my fears about my health, my finances, and my family. I place them in your sovereign and capable hands. I ask you, Lord, to silence the voices of fear within me. The voice that says, I am not good enough. The voice that says something terrible will happen. The voice that accuses and condemns me. Replace these voices, Father, with your voice of love, peace, and truth. Wash my mind with the pure water of your word. Purify my thoughts. I declare now, by faith, that you are my refuge. You are my fortress. I declare that the Lord Almighty is with me. I declare that the God of Jacob is my safe shelter. My security is not in what I see, but in whom I trust. My peace does not depend on my circumstances. It depends on your constant presence in my life. Help me, Lord, to live from this place of trust. Teach me to rest in you, even in the midst of the storm. May the river of your peace flow within me. May it bring joy where there was sadness. May it bring serenity where there was turmoil. I choose to trust in you. I choose to rest in you. I choose to quiet my soul before you. In the name of your love, I pray. Amen. Remain with your eyes closed for a moment longer. Feel the atmosphere around you. Feel the presence of God filling the space where you are now. Anxiety is a noise. It prevents us from hearing the melody of God's grace. As we become still, we begin to perceive that melody again. And now we come to the climax of our meditation. We come to the heart of Psalm 46. This is a command that is also a promise and an invitation. It is verse 10. I will say it slowly. Let each word penetrate deep into your soul. Listen as if for the first time. Be still. Think about this first word. Be still. In its original language, this word carries the idea of stopping the struggle, letting go of your hands, relaxing. It is a command to cease frantic effort. Anxiety is an incessant activity of the mind and soul. It is a desperate attempt to hold the reins of life. God is saying, let go, stop struggling, give up the illusion of control. Just stop. It is an act of conscious surrender. It is not passivity. Rather, it is a powerful action of trust. Stillness is the first step toward freedom. No. This second part is the consequence of the first. It is impossible to know while we are fighting and struggling. The knowledge the psalmist speaks of is not intellectual knowledge. It's not from books or facts. It is a deep, intimate, experiential knowledge. It is the kind of knowing that comes from experience. It comes from revelation. It is the knowledge that calms the heart. When you become still, you create the necessary inner space to perceive the truth. It is in the silence of surrender that the certainty of God's presence becomes real. It becomes palpable, that I am God. This is the rock upon which everything stands. I am God, not you, not your worries, not your problems. I am God. This is the definitive declaration of sovereignty, power, and control. When we become still and allow our hearts to know, the truth we discover is this. He is on the throne. He is greater than any storm. He is more powerful than any diagnosis. He is wiser than any dilemma. Anxiety shrinks and loses its strength. This happens before the majesty of this simple and profound truth. He is God. Let's repeat this phrase together. Let it be a mantra of faith. Let it be an anchor for the soul. Let it echo in every corner of your mind and heart. Be still and know that I am God. Feel the power of surrender in the first part, be still. Feel the growing certainty in the second part, and know, feel the overwhelming peace in the third part, that I am God. Once more, breathe deeply, be still, and know that I am God. This verse is your spiritual tool. It is your weapon against panic attacks. It is your instant refuge when your mind begins to race, when you feel anxiety approaching. Stop, breathe, and declare, aloud or in your spirit, be still, and know that I am God. In that moment, you are exchanging your weakness for His strength. You are exchanging your confusion for His sovereignty. You are exchanging your fear for His peace. Take this certainty with you throughout your day. Take it with you through your week. The peace you may be feeling now does not have to be an isolated event. This place of stillness, this refuge in God's presence, is always accessible to you. The door is always open. Anytime, anywhere, you can close your physical eyes. You can open the eyes of your soul. Then, you can enter this fortress again. All it takes is the whisper of a surrendering heart. Be still. You no longer need to live as a prisoner of your own mind. The key to your freedom has been given to you. It is not a mental trick or a self-help technique. It is an eternal spiritual principle. It is founded on the unchanging nature of God. He will be exalted among the nations. He will be exalted in the earth. His plans are greater than our problems. His sovereignty extends over every detail of our lives. Trust in this. Rest in this. And now, receive this blessing of peace. May the Lord, the God who is your refuge and fortress, guard your mind and your heart. May He teach you the sacred art of becoming still in His presence. May the river of His peace flow constantly in your life. May it bring joy where there was sadness. May it bring serenity where there was turmoil. May you walk with the confidence of one who knows that the Lord Almighty is by your side. And may the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, be your portion, today and always. To seal this truth in your heart and declare your faith, I invite you to write in the comments, God is my refuge. By doing so, you not only reinforce this truth for yourself, you also encourage others who may be going through the same struggle. Keep this meditation, save this prayer, return to it whenever anxiety tries to come back. Remember, the invitation always stands. Be still and know. Go in peace.